So you begin by selecting your photo of choice, then you go to light. After light, select the exposure, you give it 0.20. Then for contrast, you give it plus 50. Then highlight, give it negative 23. Then for shadows, you give it 46. Light, to give it negative 18. For black, you give it 60. Then after that, you go to the curve. You just follow the instruction. Just follow the diagram as it shows. Then when you are done, you go to color. For vibrance, you give it a 50. You go to color. For saturation, you give it negative 10. Then after that, you go to color mixing. Color mix. We start with red. For hue, you give it negative 14. For saturation, you give it negative 50. And luminous, you give it a 14. luminous, you give it a 14. Then you go to orange color. For orange, for hue, you give it -10. For saturation, give it -23. Then luminous, saturation still. The luminous, give it a 26. Then after you go to yellow color, yellow for hue, you give it a -100. Saturation, you give it a -30. For luminous, you give it 26. Then for green, saturation, you give it a -100. And all the other colors, you give saturation, you give it -100 for all of them. Then when you are done, you go to effects. You go to effects. For clarity, you give it a 60. For dehaze, you give it a 20. Then for vignette, you give it -10. Then after that, you go to split tone. For hue, give it a 220. For saturation, you give it a 10. Then for the next one, you give it a 213, and saturation, you give it a 5. Then after that, you go to details. After that, you go to details. For detail sharpening, give it a 20. Noise reduction, give it a 35. Then you are done with the photo editing, and you're done with everything. So here you can copy and paste all the settings you've done to the other photos. Just copy, you go to the font, the photos details, and you copy and paste all the settings, and there you'll have the results just as shown. Here it shows the previous and the later results. This is such an easy work that you can do, but you have to be keen also. And this is Lightroom software that is used in Androids. You can get it from Play Store. Now here is what I'm doing. I'm copying the settings that I did to the first photo. I'm just pasting on them on the photos now, and you can see the results. Very overwhelming. This is such an awesome work. You can still do this. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe, watch, like and comment.